Welcome to the Provenance Marketing Show. This is episode 22. I'm your host, Ryan Jennings, and this is the show where we talk about what New Zealand manufacturers and makers have been up to. First, I'm going to start with something almost everyone needs in their home. It's the Aerofast Tiedowns. These come with a ratchet and a S-bend, which enables you to tie things down on your trailer or your ute. Particularly great for trades, which I think this version is. If you see here, it says tradesman. Probably should say tradesperson. But the reason why it says that is that you've got these different strength ratings. So this one here is rated for 1,000 kilos. And what that means is this can take 1,000 kilos, 1 ton of pressure before it breaks, which is far more than your average 80 kilometer an hour towing something behind you. That's what you need when you get those sudden jolts if you bounce off the road and you're carrying something that's quite heavy. So these are made in Christchurch and they're made to a very high quality standard because of the risk of harm if something goes wrong. And Anna and I were actually there last week. We saw this being tested, and I think the amazing power in that test scenario shows just how high quality these are. One other product that the team down there has acquired is this, also from Aerofast, but this product here is called the Grip Lock, and it enables you to keep your motorbike locked when you go away from it in a way that doesn't mean you have to put a lock around your back wheel and then you might forget about it and drive off with the motorbike lock on and do harm to your motorbike as well as to yourself. This avoids that because it's very easy to see. When you unlock here, this braces the handlebar and this part here threads through the brake. So A, you're making it hard for thieves. B, even if one of these sides where the handlebar or the brake is still connected, it's going to make it hard to drive. These guys have, I think it's a 15-year patent on this technology. They export it all around the world. It's got the New Zealand-made Kiwi trademark on there. I like that type of innovation. Specific use case, they've seen a need, and they've gone with it. Next one I'll go on to is the honey. How good is this branding? Beautiful. New Zealand Gold Health is the name of the company. UMF 20 plus. That's quite a high number. You can go much higher, but certainly that's higher than what you would normally see at a supermarket. And they have the Kiwi trademark just on the side there. What I also wanted to cover off with this is the UMF rating. UMF stands for Unique Manuka Factor. And it is the unique signature compound or the key markers of leptospirin, DHA, and methyl glyoxyl levels according to their website. And that's what gives it the unique properties, the healing properties that you'd expect to get from Manuka Honey. That's what makes it special, and that's why people want this around the world. These guys, their hives are in a place called Haupiri Lake, which is near Greymouth on the west coast of the South Island. And that's where their bees hang out, and that's where they make their Manuka honey. Big market for New Zealand exporting honey. It's a thing that's super important to our growers and to New Zealand because of the export revenue that brings in. Next one up is Carousel Confectionery. These guys, Carousel, not only do they do the Juicy Chews, they also do the iconic Spaceman. These are the candy sticks, 16 grams to a pack, and when you open them up, let's just open one of these. I mean, you already know, right? Like every Kiwi knows what Spacemen are these basically sticks of lollies. Now, the company that owns this is called Carousel Confectionery, but they weren't always called that. This particular product was acquired from when they bought a company called Bonza Confectionery in 2006. And when they bought it from Bonza, it had a red stripe here. I think, you probably remember, and comment below if you do. That was kind of a play and a bit of a funny thing to have because these could be seen as a fun way of holding something that looks like a cigarette. Carousel took a look at it and thought, this goes against our family values. They took the red band off and now you're just left with this beautiful lolly. And that's what we see with some of these brands is as the market evolves, businesses get acquired, they spin off certain products that are successful. One thing with Carousel is they're based in Palmerston North. They're 5 times the size they were in the last 20 years. So this is a growth market. But yeah, that's everything for the show in terms of the products for this week. One last thing to cover, it's a new brand, or it's a new way of displaying our existing New Zealand made Kiwi, and it's called the imprint tag. It's 35 millimeters. It's got a little hole in the top so it can be used as a swing tag. It was designed for the fashion and apparel sector to give them an alternative to the black and white and the red and blue, which can be too domineering, to be honest, too obvious. Whereas this is subtle, this sits in the background, it is minimalist, it is a nice style. Right, so that's it for this week. Before we go, let's just do a little Q&A around what people have been asking on the buyNZ.org.n site over the last week.
Hi, is BuyNZ Made campaign an incorporated society?
So is BuyNZ Made an incorporated society? No, it's not. It is a limited liability company. It is managed out of Business NZ, which has a number of regional shareholders. I think the key question here that you're getting at is who funds it? And it's funded by the license holders. So each of these businesses will pay an annual license fee to be able to use this New Zealand made logo on their products. And the 1,200 businesses collectively fund the ability for us to do marketing campaigns like this, to have Hugo here filming, to have Anna doing some of the filming. And that's what the company's about. That's what we do. That's why we're here. We think it's an important role. We see it growing. We've certainly had far more applications in the last year than we've ever seen. Even in the last month, I think we had 25 businesses apply and be approved through that process. So if you're wondering about whether this is right for your business, take a look around some of these other businesses and consider whether this could be something of value for yours. Yeah, thanks for watching. And if this is your first time watching, remember you can subscribe on YouTube at youtube.com/BuyNZMade. And if you're on the podcast, thanks for listening. Look for us as the Provenance Marketing Show on Apple Podcasts or Stitcher, or go to our website, www.provenance.marketing, and you'll find all the audio episodes since day one, about 6 months ago. Thanks for your time. See you next week.